Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye. J.K. Dobbins. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
J.K.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. So here comes the Patriots offense led by number 1, their new quarterback for 2020. That, of course, Cam Newton.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And right away, whistles and a flag down. And I believe we'll start the night with a 1st and 15. That's going to set them back 5 yards. On the ground is Michel. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Patrick Queen.
The numbers a week ago for Michel: 14 carries, 58 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
For the Patriots.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
For the right play, yeah.
That too.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by John Simon. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Lamar Jackson sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And his throw is going to be incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. But now it's third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Good. Makes the score Patriots 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Patriots 3, Ravens nothing.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's good.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Throwing again is Newton. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
McCann's kick up and good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2, 3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Cam Newton sacked. Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
For the Patriots.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver. Was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up
Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift to your defensive backs allow you.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
intercepted by the Ravens.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he's going to keep it here. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the 3-time Pro Bowler. Here's Mark Ingram. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Working with a 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He uncorks it for Snead. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This is White on the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
At the 49-yard line.
Newton on 1st down. Slam route caught by Edelman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 33-yard line.
Now Newton on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Newton. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. This is Michel on the counter. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stoned. Don't rain on my parade, and he is just angry. And we gotta go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well. Try to make it 9 in a row. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On first down, it's Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. First down, Newton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
He was covered.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. On first down, Michel. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Michel. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Matt Judon.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
To throw on third down, Newton. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The gun, Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A fumble.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, Newton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. And it's Michel once again. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's more on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open left side is Brown.
Jackson's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Jack took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. To throw again is Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43.
Jackson to Boykin, first down Baltimore.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. And Jackson throwing once more.
He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and he will find his man on the outside.
Jackson.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
And makes the score.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The ball carrier.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage in play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On second down, it's White. Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second down.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delayed game, offense.
I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
They want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
It's second down and 10.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent.